got trying to grow what they want to, but God has shown you that you can handle your life by yourself. All right. Let's show y'all almost through. You got strength you didn't know you had. Do what you never thought you could do. Y'all might want to spread out because I'm telling you, it's going to be mass destruction. Watch the text. The text says, Charles, now in the text, verse 20, that they take it up to the Ferguson by the strongest of soldiers, climb the stairs, bound them, carry them, they go to throw them in, and the fire so hot that the soldiers fall into the fire first. Yeah. The soldiers fall into the fire first. Soldiers fall into the fire first. What's your point, Reverend? That's why you better be careful. Who you trying to burn? Because of that God's child, you'll fall in the fire. And they'll still be praising God. Do you know why some folk can't get their life together? Because they mess with you. Do you know why some folk are miserable? Because they mess with you. Do you know why some folk always look like they're sick? Because they mess with you. You better be careful who you trying to burn. God says, touch not my anointed and do my servant no harm. Because when you mess with his servant, you will burn and they will live. Now look at your neighbor and tell him, be careful how you treat me. Because the reverend ain't the only anointed one in the house. Tell them I'm anointed. And that verse applies to me. Tell them that verse ain't just about a preacher. That verse is about me. Because I'm anointed. So if you try to burn me, you'll be the one to fall in. And I just sit back and watch you burn, baby, burn. Maybe. All right. I'm almost through that. Y'all with me now. Well, buddy, we better roll out of here. I know you got a rhetorical question. I know y'all gotta go. But maybe the reason you can't catch a break is because of how you treat other people. Maybe the reason you stay sick is because of that nastiness that is taking over you. Always talking about everybody, always running folk down, and because you're so miserable, you want other people to join your pity party. But you better be careful trying to burn God's people. Now look at this next thing. It says they got thrown in the fire. It says in verse 24, King Nebuchadnezzar got up started. Now let me paint the picture. I'm almost through. Nebuchadnezzar is sitting on his throne, John, and the fire furnace is over there. He sees his boys fall in. That don't matter to him. He's egotistical. But he sees Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego fall in too. And it says he gets up, scratching his head, trying to figure out why he gets up in the attitude of being startled, as if he's shocked at something. Have you ever put your hand on a hot stove? You cussed under your breath. And don't you act like you have, because y'all ain't been saying all your life. We're striving for holiness, but when you put your hand on that hot stove, you holler. Because you ain't supposed to fall in something or touch something hot and say nothing. Nebuchadnezzar laid back, listened for some screams that resulted from the torture, the burning of what he had done to them, and it doesn't get what he was looking for. I'm thinking to help somebody right now. Some folk don't like you because they've been sitting back after what they did to you and what they said about you, waiting on a certain reaction, and they ain't got it yet. Sitting back waiting on you to be suicidal and pessimistic and depressed. And the reason they don't like this is because they've been waiting for 2 years for you to fall off the truck, and you're still smiling, still speaking to them, still shaking their hand, still saying good morning to you. So here we go. Here's a little part you can look at here. Can I tell y'all something? The text says, and you need to read the text, verse 25. He sees them walking in it, not walking out of it. Walking, not trying to get out, Ron. Not begging for help to get out, but just walking. And I'm looking for some saints who are in some fiery situation right now. And you're saying, I ain't asking God to get me out. I'm just asking God to teach me how to walk in. I wish I had somebody who can say, God, you ain't got to get me out. Just teach me how to walk. I'll walk in. I'll run in. I'll I said, hold it, God. I'm going to get over there